Imagine this. You are going about your everyday life and you receive a call from a family or a friend telling you that a loved one has become ill, had an accident, or is injured and they will need care for many months or years. Maybe they've even been diagnosed with a cognitive illness and need people to help them with their daily activities. At that moment, you and your family enter crisis mode. You don't know what you're going to do next, you didn't expect this to happen, and you still have a life with career and family responsibilities. In the 21st century economy, it's not simple to put your life, family, or career on hold for weeks, months, or even years to care for a spouse, partner, or family member. One of the most significant concerns that everyone has, whether they have had experience or no experience caring for another person, is the unknown in the path of life without having a predictable stream of income to fund your care. According to the Department of Health and Human Resource, the cost of this fear is not having a care plan because many people are not aware of the difficulties of not having a care plan. What there needs to be is a predictable funding source which will protect your capital and provide benefits for those you love the most and who love you, your family. Let's take a look at average costs of home care in areas around the United States. In Washington state, the cost of home care is estimated to be $60,000 per year. In Arizona, residents can expect to pay almost $48,000 per year, while California care fees are approximately $57,000 per year. These expenses are comparable to an average full-year salary or retirement income, including savings, retirement, and Social Security benefits. Adding home or care facility fees will add an expense not usually budgeted in a family's income. Expenditures for caregiving will not be going down. As more people need caregiving services at home or in a care center, it will become more expensive. 20 years in the future, 2038, the estimated cost of yearly home care is expected to be $108,000 in Washington state and $84,000 in Arizona. Caregiving fees can be substantial, and you would think that the majority of families have started planning for home care. But many do not. Why? Because people believe it won't happen to them, but will happen to somebody else. What's worrying is fewer than 10% of Americans have had the conversation with their wealth or extended care advisor with how to fund a plan. Take a minute and consider this scenario. What would your life look like if it was your responsibility to take care of a loved one? Maybe it's your mom, perhaps it's your dad, a partner, close friend. Now think about this. What would your family's life look like if you were sick and your family or friends were responsible for you? Right now, you're probably imagining a life that's different from the life you're living. You no longer have the time and resources available for your life goals, your family, and your career. It's probable that your career path is disrupted because you have to care and support the people you love. There is delayed opportunity for career opportunities, accumulating assets for retirement, and responsibilities you have now and in the future. Families who want to prepare for this event will find themselves in confusion when deciding how to plan for care services and be able to continue their lifestyle. It is frustrating to sift through all of the information to decide what funding source is appropriate for your lifestyle to provide a predictable stream of income. When done correctly, it solves the problem many people have. What would be the worst case scenario if not fixed? Now imagine this. How would you like to not have to waste your time comparing benefit plans and deciding which program is best for you? How would you like to receive tax-free money to pay for your care month after month after month so that you may live your life with more joy and less stress? How would you like never to have to worry about having the funds to pay for care services or be obligated to a part or full-time caregiver? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then I can help you. I want to introduce you to Security for Life for your family. It is a plan that will be of value to you and your loved ones, a program that will free you from financial uncertainty now and in the future. Can you imagine what a relief it is to not have to worry about where and how you will receive care services for you and your family, and not have to worry about using your own money to pay for care? Trust me when I say that when you have Security for Life, an enormous weight is lifted. The point that I'm making is something that my mother tells me, and it's that no one has that much money to pay for their lifestyle and care services. Hello, my name is Raymond Levine, and in a few brief minutes, I'm going to share with you how you and your family can have security for life. I'm going to share with you the 7 items that people must have in place to avoid entering into crisis mode. I'm going to show you how you can use pre-tax dollars to fund your plan and receive tax-free benefits day after day, week after week, month after month. I've advised and discussed care benefits planning with hundreds and hundreds of couples, partners, and families, and they all agree that our discussions are more comprehensive than what wealth advisors, attorneys, and accountants can accomplish. Why? Advisors want to talk to you about your portfolio, your estate planning, and your lifestyle. They find it uncomfortable to have the conversation with people about the consequences of not having a plan while you're alive, but may need care services. It may not occur to them how it will affect not only your life, but the lives of your family. Many conversations with people tell me that they want to discuss care. What they do not want to do is talk about statistics or what may or may not occur. What they want to understand are the financial and emotional costs. What is the worst case scenario if not fixed? I also hear the same people say to me that they were confused and not sure what to do when shown rates and benefits. Years of experience and many conversations with wealth advisors, other agents, and attorneys have helped me crack the code to explain to clients how, where, and why extended care planning is essential to you and your family, and how to get the plan you want. People are not aware how much caregiving costs and how having a plan is essential to you, your family, and everyone you have invited into your life. Now that we have the internet and social media, people shop for benefits and compare prices for auto, home, life, and other types of insurance. The consequences of not having the right plan at the right place at the right time will be emotionally and financially devastating to people who spent time comparing price rather than understanding the reasons why it is essential to have a fund in place for your estate plan. We all want to age without financial or health issues. We want to retire when we are healthy and have sufficient money to pay our bills and enjoy family and friends and not have to worry about finances. We all want to age without financial or health issues. We want to retire when we are healthy and have sufficient money to pay our bills and to enjoy family and friends and not have to worry about finances. We want to travel and have experiences in countries on our bucket list and pursue interests which we have deferred because we were concentrated on our careers and raising our families, or we were focused on creating an estate and on the responsibilities that we have now and in the future. The brutal truth is that life doesn't always work out the way we imagine. Unexpected or unanticipated events such as a family member becoming frail, being diagnosed with dementia, or undergoing an illness or an accident are common in today's world and leave a person dependent on others for help with daily activities. People believe that caregiving will never happen, but if it does, how will it affect your family? How will you pay for care? Who do you want involved with your care? How will it change their lives? How will it affect their careers and their commitments to their family? Are they prepared to accept the financial consequences of deferring a job in the new economy to take care of people they love and who love them? Are you prepared to talk about who's responsible for your care? It is changing, but it is still routine for women to be accountable as caregivers. However, men are not exempt and frequently become chosen for a loved one's care support. There are two consequences for providing care. First, caregivers frequently suffer emotionally and physically because the responsibility becomes all-consuming. Second, paying for care disrupts carefully thought-out plans to secure your future financial viability. Sometimes people tell me, or I read in articles or newsletters, that it was a joy and honor to help a family member or friend. In some instances, this may be true, but in many situations, families become involved in feuds about money, a decision where care should begin, either at home or in a care center, and who is responsible for being the caregiver along with financial and administrative responsibilities. Siblings fight and bicker, and there's always the in-law or family member who is confident with their advice, but seldom offer financial aid or offer to provide part or full-time caregiving. My mom personally experienced being a caregiver after my dad injured his back in a car accident, and again when he broke his hip and arm falling off a horse. Both my parents were lawyers with a thriving and productive law practice. Each time my dad was injured, my mother had to interrupt her law practice to be his full-time caregiver for months. At 73, he had a heart attack which required continuous caregiving for 42 months before he died. Being a caregiver caused a lot of stress for my mom. She watched as the love of her life slowly lost his energy and gradually declined to where one day he collapsed into a coma and died after 2 days in the hospital. She had to give up her lifestyle and law practice to spend all of her time taking care of my father. When I asked her why she owns an extended care benefit, she replied, "No one has that much money to pay for care services and have sufficient cash flow to continue their lifestyle." Also, who will take care of me if I need home care support? You have heard the expression, it is not what you have, it is what you keep. My mother receives an income of over $1 million per year and has assets in the tens of millions. She's 98 and she has been using her long-term care plan for over 11 years. Wealth advisors and writers continuously write that people who have income in the hundreds of thousands of dollars or who have over $3 million in retirement plans, personal assets, and savings do not need to fund a caregiving plan. The reality is that they might need it more because of lifestyle expenses and commitments to family members, charitable organizations, and other non-discretionary obligations. None of these commitments are discretionary. Income comes from assets. Not all assets produce income. Let me tell you a story. Lonnie and Karen, clients of mine, came to me with health issues. Karen has numerous health issues, and Lonnie is her full-time caregiver. Lonnie wanted a plan which would be helpful to both of them should either of them need care. So what did I do for Karen and Lonnie? I designed a plan which provides comprehensive care benefits for Lonnie and will also pay for care benefits for Karen should Lonnie not be able to care for her. Under this plan, no matter what happens, both Lonnie and Karen will have a predictable stream of income to pay for their care services. Okay, now let me tell you another story. Jill and Kyle are a married couple who wanted care services if either needed care and did not want to use their personal income or assets while working or personal income in retirement to pay for care. They both have combined salaries of over $150,000 and retirement savings and other assets of over $6 million. Also, they do not want their children and friends to be responsible for their part-time or full-time care services. With my advice, they have a plan which will provide them the benefits they may need and will provide a predictable stream of additional income if they need it now or in the future. Their family will never have to enter crisis mode. They will never have to worry when their family makes the call to care support services when they need advice and assistance about care. They will be pleasantly relieved to find their support services ready to provide valuable assistance. I only focus on care benefits advice, and I have appointments with the top insurance providers. While other advisors may know the purpose about extended care benefits, they would rather have people like me to discuss this issue because of my experience and knowledge with these benefits, and how it will be of value to you, your money, and your lifestyle. My interest is to have the conversation about your needs and issues, to help you with a funding plan which does the job it is intended to accomplish. To execute the Security for Life benefits plan, here are the 7 items people need to have in place to get their care planning in perfect alignment. 1. Your health. 2. Assets, cash flow, and lifestyle expenses. 3. Cost of caregiving. 4. Who you want to be involved in your care, whether it's your spouse, partner, children, friends, or service organizations. 5. What to do, forms, and medications. Usually, the doctor or discharge nurse provides your family with this information. They may even suggest that you rent or purchase medical equipment, or you will need care coordination services. 6. Medical and legal documents. 7. Coordinating your health and Medicare benefits. The results of executing this correctly? Security for life. Never having to worry about paying for your care with your own money. If this sounds like something that you are interested in, schedule a day and a time to strategize about your future with me with a one-on-one discussion with no obligation. I'm looking to advise more of my dream clients and help you put together a care strategy that will be essential to you, your family, and your money. That's why I'd like to work with you in a planning session if you meet the right criteria. This session will take about 35 minutes, and you will be speaking directly with me. I will be advising you to identify exactly where you are now and how I can help you put together a Security for Life strategy. So who exactly does this help? This discussion is for people who love and care about their families, their estate plan, and the commitments you have now and in the future. It is ideal for people who want advice on how to fund their estate plan in case caregiving is needed. Also, it is valuable for successful people who want to be assured that they will leave a legacy of assets to causes or family members who matter in their life. After all, you've invited them into your life. Wouldn't it be gratifying that they will be involved with managing your care plan decisions without having the obligation to be directly responsible for part or full-time responsibilities? It is also beneficial for people who do not want to worry about taxes on the sale of assets at a low-cost basis or have to sell opportunity benefits on assets which may grow in value. or may have to be sold to pay for care expenses. Every dollar spent on care is one less dollar available to generate income. Take a minute to consider this. What if you have children or family with special needs, or children from a previous family, or the vacation home, club memberships, education for children or grandchildren, or charitable obligations? How will you have sufficient income for your family and income for you and your family should you need care? Why do you think prominent health advisors, elder care and estate planning attorneys, and accountants are recommending that their successful clients own care benefits? They do not want to be responsible if you need additional income for care and tax consequences if non-discretionary obligations need to be changed. Another reason is that you may have sufficient income to pay for lifestyle and care, but what if you could fund a plan which will pay for care support without tax consequences and have an additional, predictable stream of income? I have never spoken with advisors or clients who are annoyed that personal income and assets will be used for future investment growth and income for lifestyle. They are aware of care issues, but do not have the experience and knowledge of how to have the conversation and explore the issues. I do. Wouldn't it be worthwhile to have the discussion to reduce the emotional burden on your family as it does for my other clients? Wouldn't it be useful to take a few minutes to have this conversation and eliminate the stress? So who can I not help? Security for life is not for people who believe their income, Medicaid, Medicare, or personal assets will provide a solution. It is not for people who are in the information gathering mode or who want to compare benefits. It is not for people who are closed-minded and unwilling to evaluate new ideas. Knowing that we are a good fit is crucial because I want you to work with my clients for the long term, and to do that, you want the best advice. The truth is that there are people I just cannot help. And if that is the case with you, I will be 100% upfront and suggest that you find somebody else, or maybe I can provide alternative ideas. I'm only looking for those who are a good fit, and I'm confident that I can get the results you want. The first step is to complete the form for a private strategy session with me. We need this for 2 reasons. Number 1, to see if I can help you and that I am the best person to advise and help you accomplish the results you want. And number 2, that you are prepared to step up and commit to a decision that will be essential to you and your family. Once you complete the form, you will go to my calendar and you will schedule a time with me to conduct our strategy session. We will start working together to figure out exactly what you want and how to make it happen. Then, at the end of the call, one of 2 things will happen. You will either be a great fit and I will extend an invitation to you to work with me as one of my clients, or you will not be a fit, and that is okay. There will be no hard feelings or obligation. Either way, you will receive a beneficial strategy session and will find it to be helpful for your life and estate planning. I guarantee that you will have the most valuable 35 minutes to invest in your life planning and that of your family for this entire year. Go ahead and schedule a time right now, and we will see if you are a good fit to do business together. Not everyone will have the opportunity to work with me because of the focused one-on-one time needed to provide you with information on a topic which is relevant to your money and your family. What I have found is those who can make a decision quickly and confidently are most likely to get results and most likely to become my very best clients who I can work with for years to come. Again, I will only work with clients I know with absolute certainty that I can provide knowledgeable advice. If you are interested in securing your future and the future of your loved ones without having to sift through piles of quotes and useless information, go ahead and reserve your spot right now and then follow the instructions on the next page.